Hey, what's going on, good YouTube friends and family? It is your main man, the legendary werewolf himself, otherwise known as Mr. Bad, uh, James C. Lovett, as the government would have you call me. All right, so this particular video is going to be a little interesting. Now, we're going to be basing this particular one out of California. However, everything mentioned here, there is equivalency in your particular state, so you will have to do your own due diligence. So before we get going, and once again, I want to thank everybody. You can always look forward to me probably doing a live on Monday or Tuesday nights at the beginning and end of the month. We should have one coming up this week. Check Black Site 32 for any seminars, any specific mentionings of any lives. And if you haven't done so already, go there to check out me on other platforms. I've got 5 other YouTube channels on Instagram, TikTok, pretty much you name it. I'm probably on there, Telegram. So make sure you do not get taken by somebody who is fraudulent or scamming. Okay, always report them. And if you see anybody using any of my information or calling us in any type of suable defamation type character words, then please report those videos from those people on whatever platform. All right, now before we get going, I do want to send a shout out one to Mr. Floyd out there. Goes by The Fearless Floyd Show.com or The Fearless Floyd Show on YouTube. He's the other pretty shirt guy, so I got to stay in competition with my good brother out there. So love you. Also, blessings and loves and congrats to Tiggle. And also blessings to A6 Grind Time, my cousin, out there holding it down in Maryland. And anybody else who supports, thank you guys. I have been seeing that the donations have been increasing, so thank you for that. It was very bone dry for a while. And to keep it honest, compared to what people think, you don't actually make a lot of money on YouTube until you get around 100,000 subscribers and you have a lot of people watching your videos. So, and also another shot goes out to Brandon Joe Williams out there, one stupid F. All right, and Eternal Zion also out there. Even though she didn't respond to my Instagram, she's probably busy because she's blowing up now. Who else? TJ for Sovereign Living, and anybody else who supports the Lighthouse, and anybody else out there doing this information the correct. What we're here to do is show people how to live in the private, nothing more, nothing less. It's our God-given right before there was a public. All right, without further ado, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe. And once again, if you need anything from me, check out the new files we have for free on blacksite32.com, as well as the paid ones, including consultations. All right, now without further ado, let's get into the topic of this video because you guys might find this one jazzy. All right, let me see if I can find info. Oh, wait, I guess also before I get there, I almost forgot. Hold on. All right, get that out of the way. So how are you guys doing out there? Hopefully everybody is doing grandiose. All right. As always, guys, nothing but positive energy and blessings to each and every one of you guys. And I just want to send a shout out to people who are doing some great work for me. As I pull up all their information. See if I have it here. Yeah, here we go. All right. So, Lots of communications here. Sorry about that. All right. So this particular segment is going to go out to Retrofoam. All right. Now, the reason why I make mention of them, and then we'll get into the video, is because I just started having leaks in my roof, and Retrofoam actually enlightened me to understanding that they can actually put a water barrier and then spray foam on the inside. And what they're actually going to do for me is they're pulling out all of the old insulation that unfortunately mice like to get into. So they're going to suck out all that, put a barrier up, and then spray foam it, which will keep it better insulated, and it's going to prevent it from leaking until I can get a new roof put on there. The roof's not actually in bad shape. It's starting to get a little old, but the old nails in there on a major storm, they absorb all the water and it comes in. So I got to take care of that. So if you live in the northern Illinois area or Wisconsin and you need a warmer or cooler or more efficient home, a Retrofoam company will inject foam into the existing walls, so they can actually do walls too, from the outside of your home, and you won't see any marks or anything like that, so don't freak out. So if you need attic insulation, they can do that. It is inject blown right into it, sprayed. So it treats all of they treat everybody like their family with a no-cost warranty in all of their jobs. And so if you want to check them out, you can go over to Retrofoam. And if you mention the Badwolf, they will give you a $300 discount. All right. So if you talk to them, their primary number is 262-234-3626. Okay. And once again, that number is 262-234-3626. They give you a free inspection. They'll take care of you over there. You can, like I said, mention the Badwolf, and their website is Retrofoam, SEWI.com. So that's all one word, Retrofoam, SEWI.com. All right. So thank you guys for the work that you guys are going to be putting in for me. And I'll make another video on this coming up soon, or just on that segment after the job has been completed. We are halfway starting right now. So once it's done, I will give you guys an update. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get into this particular video. Now, as you guys have already seen, you've already read the title of this particular video, so you know what to expect. Sorry for all of the build up here to the very moment. All right, and just want to find the file. Now, just so people don't think that it's, just me putting together something because, blah, blah, blah. This actually comes from the Sacramento County Public Law Library. So this is from their own stuff. This is not me, okay? Though I'm in verse with a lot of this information, I'm just going to bring it to you guys right from their own files. And this is from the Self-Help Center. So whatever city you guys are in, you should have a self-help center with the law library, or you can go to theirs or a different one in your state. There's always one. Just type in law library, your state, and then type in civil self-help center, and you should be able to find some interesting information. So in my travels, this is what I found, and I'm going to give you guys this information right here, right now. All right. So make sure you guys sign up for my newsletter, because when I find certain things like this, I will be just sending them out newsletters. All right. You guys can have them right away. Or I'll put it on Black Site 32 on the free files page. But for those exclusive offers and things I'll be sending out, newsletter on blacksite32.com. All right. Now, where are we? No, not that one. All right, where'd my... Got so many tabs open, that's the problem. There we go. All right. let's get going. All right, now to activate my lovely assistant who will be reading all this because my reading, well, I mean, I can read, but just it wears you out. So let's go.
Of a judge. Remove the judge from your case. This guide includes instructions and sample forms. Links to download the fiable forms are at the end of this guide. Additional copies of this guide can be accessed at esseclaw.org/peremptory challenge judge. Background. If you have a case in Superior Court and you believe you cannot get a fair and impartial hearing or trial from the judge, commissioner, or referee assigned to your case, California Code of Civil Procedure, CCP, Section 170.6 gives you the right to disqualify him or her without having to show a reason. This is called a peremptory challenge. What kinds of cases allow me to challenge the judge? Challenges can be made at any trial, special proceeding, or hearing involving a contested issue of law or fact. Examples are a civil or criminal trial, law and motion proceedings, injunction hearings, and contested probate or family law proceedings. When are challenges not allowed? They cannot be used to disqualify judges at settlement conferences or case management conferences. How many challenges am I allowed? Each side gets to challenge a judge one time only. You have no control over the judge assigned to take over your case, so avoid hasty or ill-informed decisions to disqualify. How do I let the court know I am challenging the judge? The challenge is usually made by a written motion to the court in the proper format with specific language and supported by a declaration made under penalty of perjury. An oral motion under oath is also allowed. When do I make the motion? Your motion must be timely, and it must be made before the hearing or trial. It may not be made after the hearing or trial commences. There are specific deadlines and strict timeframes in which the challenge must be made, depending on your court's calendaring system. See chart.
All right, so before we go on, just want to read this one section. Challenge for cause, okay? Even if your deadline has passed for filing a timely peremptory challenge, you still have the right to challenge the judge for cause under, well, in California, it's Civil Code Civil Procedure, or CCP 170.1. Grounds for such a challenge can arise at any time during the proceedings. Okay, so the first part we're talking about is before. Now this is during. Okay, so grounds for such a challenge can arise at any time during the proceedings. Therefore, a challenge for cause is timely if raised at the earliest practical opportunity after discovering grounds for disqualifications, even during the trial. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, let us continue.
Improper timing is the #1 reason that challenges are rejected. Even if your deadline has passed for filing a timely peremptory challenge, you still have the right to challenge the judge for cause under CCP Section 170.1.
Yep.
Grounds for such a challenge can arise at any time during the proceedings. Therefore, a challenge for cause is timely if raised at the earliest practicable opportunity after discovering grounds for disqualification, even during trial. Challenge for cause. Esseclaw.org, Peremptory Challenge. Home Law 101. 2. Esseclaw.org/peremptory-challenge-judge. How long does it take to get a new judge after my challenge is filed? It may be hours or days before a new judge can be assigned to your case after a CCP Section 170.6 motion is filed. Learn what you can about the judge in order to make the best decision. Often you will know the name of the judge assigned to your case in advance. If you have never before been in front of this judge, take advantage of this notice. Make time to visit the judge's courtroom to watch how he or she handles cases like yours. Knowing that you wish to disqualify a judge early in the process gives you time to prepare a proper written challenge. If you don't know who the judge will be prior to your court date, you may make your challenge orally when your case is called. What if I feel the judge is guilty of misconduct? The State of California Commission on Judicial Performance reviews complaints charging judicial misconduct. This is not a substitute for the appellate process, or a tactic to use when one is unhappy with a judge's ruling. Judicial misconduct is a separate matter, requiring a different procedure. Procedures and the form of complaint for judicial misconduct may be found at https://cjp.ca.gov/file_complaint/cjp.ca.gov/file_complaint. Step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Know your court's calendaring system. The court calendaring system under which your case is assigned depends on the county where the case is filed and the type of case. In some courts, trial judges are not assigned at the time of filing, but at a later date. Step 2. Determine your deadline. Consult the chart below to determine the last day to file a peremptory challenge in your local superior court. If you are unsure about the type of calendaring system your court has, contact the court clerk for information. The timing and deadlines for challenging the judge depend on your court's local rules. 1. Consult local rules or contact the court clerk to determine your court's method of assigning cases to judges, master calendar, judge for all purposes, etc. 2. Identify the date of your trial or hearing. 3. Use a calendar to determine your deadline for filing a challenge. From your trial or hearing date, count backwards the required number of days needed to challenge a judge. If the 10th day is a holiday or weekend, keep counting backwards until you reach a business day. This is the last day a party can file a timely peremptory challenge under CCP Section 170.6. The Sacramento Superior Court uses a master calendar system to assign cases to judicial officers. This system does not assign a judicial officer at the time the complaint is filed. Instead, all cases proceed through the system and are assigned by terminal case digits to different departments for specific types of matters. Sacramento County Superior Court. esseclaw.org, Peremptory Challenge. Home Law 101. 3. esseclaw.org/peremptory-challenge-judge. Type notice required CCP Section 170.6, A2, courts using master calendar system. Under this system, a challenge must be made at the time of the assignment when the case is set for immediate trial. However, if set by a master calendar for a later trial date, the 10-day per 5-day rule applies. All-purpose judge. The challenge must be made within 15 days after notice of the all-purpose assignment, or, if the challenging party has not yet appeared, then within 15 days after the appearance. Were judge's identity known before trial, 10-day per 5-day rule. In this situation, if the identity of the judge is known at least 10 days prior to the date of the hearing or trial, the challenge must be made at least 5 days before the trial or hearing date. Single-judge courts. In courts having only one judge, a challenge must be made before the expiration of 30 days after the date the moving party first appears in the action. Step 3. Check your court's rules. Variations in procedure designed by your county court are generally minor, but you want to make sure you are in compliance. For instance, special courts, such as dependency court and family court, may have specific rules that limit or completely prohibit a peremptory challenge in certain types of proceedings. In Sacramento, check the Sacramento County local rules. Step 4. Draft your motion, declaration, and order. You may download customizable samples of a motion for peremptory challenge, declaration in support of peremptory challenge, and order of transfer from the links at the end of this guide. Guide. You will need to modify the text to fit the specific facts of your case. Although this guide is printed double-sided to save paper, you must print your motion single-sided. The court will not accept double-sided pleadings. Step 5. Make copies. Make two copies of each of your documents. The original will be filed with the court. One copy will need to be served on the other party, and one copy should be kept for your records. Step 6. Have the motion served. The person who is serving your motion for you must complete a proof of service form, typically either a proof of personal service form or a proof of service by first-class mail form. For more information on these proofs of service, see the guides on our website at esseclaw.org/personal-service-guide and esseclaw.org/service-by-mail-guide, respectively. Step 7. Filing/fees. Documents are filed with the clerk at the courthouse where the matter is being heard.
All right, all right. Now, why would we want to use something like this? Well, maybe you happen to know that the judge, honorary judge, magistrate, or whoever, maybe you heard that, oh, this is the worst judge you can get, or he doesn't like somebody of that color, or she's hard on all guys. Whatever it is, the moment you have something pop up, you need to be doing your research against that particular judge if that is, in fact, the case. Now, of course, you should not use this or any of my other information for any ill purposes whatsoever. We do not condone that here. These are for certain specific cases and certain specific people for certain specific events. Okay? So if that does seem like something like a tool that you need to use, then by all means use that. So what I will be doing is I will take this particular document and put it on blacksite32.com on the free document page. It will be at the bottom. All the files there in random order. Okay, so it is a rummage sale. You're gonna have to go through, search through them. They're not in any specific word, order, name, format, any of that. What you find is what you get. And that is all. All right, guys. So now you know how, at least one more way, how to deal with these judges if they are, in fact, not maintaining their oaths of office and are operating, well, privately, if you will. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching The Bad Wolf. I appreciate you guys. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Are fabulous. Thank you for helping me to get to 54,000 people. Looks like we're going to be hitting 55 before the end of the year, so that is jazzy as well. And let's keep the good times rolling. So I will talk to you guys later. More videos to make. Enjoy the summer. It is great.